What is up, YouTube? It's Unruly here with a brutally honestly brutal review. I've like seen that term so many times. Honestly brutal, brutally honest. Well, no, not brutally honest. Honestly brutal. Or is it? I don't know. I'm gonna name it one of those two things. But this is my early review of Path of Exile 2, and I don't know. I've been a Diablo fan, and I played a bit of the last Diablo 4, and I got pretty far, and I tried to start a new class, and it's cool. I never really get into endgame. I think I have those games, I have fun, and then I never really get into endgame. So I've never been an endgame guy in Diablo. I think by the time I get there, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done, because endgame gets kind of wild and wacky and stuff like that. But it is kind of like an ultimate power fantasy. And now I am talking about Diablo, but it's it's because that's where I came. I was a humongous Diablo fan as a kid. I'd go to my buddy Steve's house, not this Steve, another Steve, and I'd go to his house, and he had a computer. I didn't have a computer, and he had Diablo. We used to just play, and he had oh man, it was fun. And then I played Diablo 2, and then later on I finally got a computer, and I was able to play on my own. But I've always been a big fan. And here's one thing, guys, I'm gonna say this, I'm going to give Path of Exile 2 its flowers. I'm going to say it's awesome, and that doesn't mean I am going to poo-poo all over Diablo or Blizzard, because here's something that's happening a lot. If you say you sing the praises of one game, you have to smash the other game. You have to like Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is amazing. Blizzard or whatever the company, they're shaking in their boots. The Marvel Rivals is so good that Overwatch team is crying. And I'm like, look, you can just say, hey, I enjoy this game more than the other game, and kind of leave it at that. You can just say, hey, yes, this is the foundation for the other game. But it's just so many people, it's just like in the content creation sphere, are just like, they have to praise one game, but they have to smash the other game. Here's the thing: you're smashing, and it's not like you're just smashing people's work or whatever. Those are people's jobs. There's hundreds of people and thousands, not up to sometimes thousands of people work on a project. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, they're gonna fail and they're gonna shut down, and I'm gonna be happy. I'm like, people's jobs are at stake. Studios closes. Now, I'm not saying you have enough power to make that happen, but you're kind of low-key celebrating that. And what is it, Kenny, what your review on why you gotta freaking sit here and do some preaching? All right, because I'm a preacher, right? I'm the son of a preacher man. Actually not really. I wasn't the son of a preacher man, but I was the son of a music man who was in the church. But I was in the church just playing GI Joes. Anyways, back to the whole point. So we're gonna start off with a little bit of just talk, right? Kenny talk. Hey, right? So yes, of course, Path of Exile 2, Diablo 4. Actually, I'm going to compare them, but I am not going to be like, yeah, Diablo 4, I hope you fail, and I hope you crash and burn. And I'm like, no, I actually like a lot of stuff about Diablo 4. There's so much stuff that I like about Diablo 4 that I wish was in Path of Exile 2. Yeah, so let's get started with this honestly brutal review. Path of Exile 2 is phenomenal. It is fantastic. I can't believe how amazing this game looks. The visuals are out of control. It feels like it was made by a giant quadruple A company. Hey, there's a joke. No, but the visuals are out of control. The story is kind of fun, but I never get these games too much into the story, to be honest. You want me to be honest? I like these games because I like looking cool, and I like doing cool stuff, and I like saving the day. I'm not too much in it, and be real, some people kind of get into the story, and then at the end of the day, it's about endgame. So with Path of Exile, Visuals are awesome. I'm really starting to get into it now. Granted, this is an early review. I only have 2 characters and I'm like a level 20, just about both of them. They're like, why are you reviewing the game? Because hey, this is kind of like a review of a casual guy, right? A casual guy that, hey, just wants to, you know, maybe you're like me and you'd be like, damn, okay, you know, Kenny. But I gotta say, what I really like about this game, and one of my favorite thing is it's like a Elden Ring. It's like a Souls-like, and Diablo had a baby, and it's Path of Exile, and it's like, oh, ha, ha, this is good. It is a little slower paced than, say it with me now, within Diablo, but I appreciate that because it's not just click, 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 click the devil until he dies, click the devil until he dies, click, click, click until he dies. Also, I really like the controller support, but Diablo also has really good controller support as well. This, you have to like really roll, right? And in Diablo, they kind of limit your mobility. The roll is on a cooldown, then you have to use some other kind of, you know, move to get mobility. This is really about, this is like a Souls game. You really have to watch out for the enemy's attacks. You really have to roll. It's really not about like, you can make, okay. I'm gushing over the game. Hey, I'm gushing because I love Elden Ring. Elden Ring was one of my favorite games of all time. I could put Elden Ring probably in my top 5 video games of all time. But this is kind of like, yeah, like I said, it's like a baby. You have to roll. You have to be smart. You kind of have to really focus on your builds. Because like I said, you're not going to have an OP build that will melt. Like, you could probably do some stuff and get pretty damn close. And that's also what I love about it. It just feels like a top-down Elden Ring, right? An Elden Ring, you know your boy, you know, the blood freaking necromancer, whatever the hell I was, blood build that I made myself. Okay, I'm proud of myself because, you know, hey, I just watch YouTube videos and be like, oh, that's good, I'm gonna take it. I'm like, you know, this one I kind of built and made it on my own with the freaking But anyways, this is a review and I'm a grown man. So I love that it's those two things combined. I love it's more than just click the devil until he dies. You really have to like roll. You have to pay attention to the attacks. You have to, it's awesome. So with that said, I played Witch. Witch is fun. I loved Witch. I loved it since the very beginning. I've always played a few classes when I play these games. I usually play, I used to play wizard or, you know, like mage so much that I kind of grew out of it. You know, that was my main thing. I wanted to be a wizard and do cool spells and all that stuff. Then I grew out of it. Then I went to paladin, and then I went to whatchamacallit, a paladin and necromancer. I like, those were really fun. I loved monk. What Diablo was it? Diablo 2 or 3? Monk was sick as frick, and it hasn't really come back. I was gonna play monk in this class, but Max went to monk, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to be the same class as Max, even though what the beauty about this game is you could, I mean, of course I could like that in Diablo 2. We can both have a monk, but we can both build them dramatically different. But I'm the kind of guy that like, hey, my friend's gonna play this, so I'm gonna be this, and then, you know, like that way it's kind of like a more adventure. And that's another thing I want to talk about this game, is that I really get into these games regardless of like they're just top down, and that's something that I have to give Diablo over this, is there was no character creation. So I'm like, man, because ever since I was a kid, even though the older Diablos didn't really have it, but like then they later on they added it, and like it really puts me into the game. It is a small nitpick. It is a very small percentile people that will just have that nitpick that I have. Like my nitpick is like, yeah, but I that's something that's so huge to me. I love to create my character and put myself in the game, or not. If I'm a lady necromancer, I make them super witchy and tattooy and hot, and like, hey, I have a problem. But anyways, or if it's like a character like I would like be like, if it was a paladin, he's gonna look like me. All right, he's a paladin's gonna look like me. He's gonna have locks, and he's gonna be mildly handsome and mildly good looking, and he's gonna be a paladin. All right, so that's something that this game didn't have, and I'm like, damn, okay, I just got to go with whatever they give me, which is cool. Which, hasn't like stopped my enjoyment of the game, but god dang it, that's the little icing on my cupcake that just makes it like, yes, oh, this is me, you know. Like if the mercenary, I would have made the mercenary me, right? I would have had him some locks, mildly handsome, ruggedly handsome, if you will. Ruggedly is better than mildly handsome. But anyways, I'm fucking around. Hopefully that anyways, and like, you know, if I would have made my witch, woo-wee, I would have made her all, you know. And just look at my Diablo necromancer girl, you know what I'm saying? And that's also my second thing, why I have to take away a few points from this game. And it's not a lot of points, okay? I'm having fun. I'm playing this like crazy. I'm playing it over Diablo, and Diablo has those things. So granted, if it had those things from Diablo into this thing, it would be like a freaking 12 out of 10, my G's. That's what I'm saying. So the next thing is, oh, there's 3 things. All right, the next thing is the armor. And what Diablo did in Diablo 4, fantastic. You get the armor. Maybe it's in this game, maybe I haven't seen it, and then maybe I'm dumb, and then you're like, Kenny, you could have do that in this game, and I'm like, damn, all right, well, here is a dummy. But so far I didn't see it, and it didn't really point it out. But I liked layered armor. I'm a big fashion hunter. My fashion hunting started in Diablo, okay? When we used to play and we used to like, oh man, look at this armor, look how cool I look with this cool helmet. That's one of my favorite things about these games. I love that about Elden Ring. I love that about Monster Hunter. So I love that about Diablo, and I love these type of games. And in Diablo, I can, you know, take my piece of armor that I don't want and, you know, do whatever the thing is, like where you destroy it or something like that. But then I get to be layered. So I get to wear whatever armor I want and then have the look I want and then color it. Come on, that to me is one of the best things you can give me. I'm a character creator hoe, okay? I'm a hoe for it. Anyone that knows me, that's my thing. And I think that's what more games should do, because hey, in a game you get to really put yourself into the game, you know what I'm saying? And you get to live like, hey, I get to be me as a paladin, or I get to live my life as a sexy you know, necromancing witch. You know, hey, who doesn't want to be a sexy necromancing witch one day, right? Huh? I know I do. What? But there. Also, I noticed the drop rates in this game are kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie. The drop games in this, the drops are a little rough, right? So rough that like I don't open like chests and things like that, because like it's like the drop rates are not that great. But then like sometimes I notice, I'm like, oh, I'll just open up this chest. Oh damn, I got a skill gem. Sheesh, I should open up more of these things. But it's just like the drop rates aren't that great. Like I beat a boss, I don't see a legendary that much, and those are the kind of things that kind of keep you going. But I think the things that keep me going is the skill gems, because I'm playing and playing and you get the skill gem and you're like, oh yes, I got a new thing. So, but I would like to see the drop rates go up a little bit more. But overall, look at this, you know, see, I'm gonna go with Path of Exile right here, and we're gonna go to, these are my 2 characters. You're like, you're so low level, right? And these are the characters I get to start off with. I don't really get to, you know, maybe when the full game comes out, I'll be able to do that, and I'll give this game like, you know, 10 out of 10. It could honestly almost be my game of the year, to be honest. Like so far, like I you know, I have 2 characters, and this is me playing other games, you know. So, but I do like her armor. Like she looks cool, man. She looks cool. Him, you know, I'm just finding stuff. Her, hey, Gorlinda and Gorgon Bonks. Although the Gorgon Bonks, he should be, you know, I'll name my Gorgon Bonks should have been my warrior class, but Path of Exile 2 is phenomenal. It's an amazing game. It's easily, like everything else besides those things, it's a 10. I had to take a little points away because those are the things I'm like, man, I wish, but maybe they wanted to be different. Maybe they wanted to just like, hey, you know what, we want to, you know, have these characters or something like that. But just the character creation. Now, the character creation in Diablo isn't amazing, but it's just enough. It's just enough, and especially in these games, I think it's really important. I think in like some adventure games and stuff like that, in like Elden Ring, and you know, a lot of times you don't see the armor, but man, Diablo 4 nailed it, dude. They nailed it. I can color my stuff. I can wear whatever armor I want and have the armor that I need. So it's like mixed armor, and I'm like, and the same, like, remember what they, oh my god, and you know what game did that amazing? Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy did the same thing. They gave me layered armor. I can put whatever I want, and I can look, it's such a small thing to some people, but it's a huge thing to me, because it just really, like in Hogwarts Legacy, I made myself Kennius Evergreen, and I just looked cool. I was in my Quidditch gear. Hufflepuff gang for life. I don't care what you say. Hufflepuff. That wasn't my computer. That's your computer. Check it. That was you. Anyways, Hufflepuff gang for life. We loyal. We the homies to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants, I want to be the Slytherin. I want to be Hufflepuff. But anyways, the game is phenomenal. It's a blast. I can't wait to play some more. I can't wait to play with like some big crews and just mess stuff up. It's such a well done game. It's such a good combination of Diablo and like a Souls game. I love it. I will say this: I did have a little bit of a rough time the second time when I'm leveling up my mercenary, and the mercenary, I think he starts off kind of slow once you get the grenades, but once you start getting cooking, yeah, it gets great. But like with my witch, I was having fun from the beginning. Mercenary was like, this is kind of tough. So yeah, but what else can I say about the game? That it's the music, the voice acting, the visuals, stunning, fantastic game. I'm having a blast. I just wish those things, but like, you know, hey, that's just like, that's the Kenny things that he likes. Well, excuse me. I haven't put any videos up on YouTube yet, but I put my review. I stream this game on Twitch, so if you're on Twitch, you know, you want to join me, feel free. I'm just kind of getting like being alone right now, just like getting used to the game and getting my characters, and then I want to get a full squad. I want to get a 6 squad, and we just want to go and just tear things up. I'll probably play like in the higher levels, and we'll see, because I do like the way you level up, and it gets interesting because then you can really like focus on the way you want to play, right? It's so cool. I've seen so many different builds on mercenary, which is kind of sick. But anyways, that has been my review. Honestly, brutal. Was it brutal? It was brutal. But yes, guys, that has been my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys, please give it a like, thumbs up. It helps your channel. Your boy is making videos, and he's going to keep making videos until that platinum plaque, right? Or platinum. You know what? Don't. You know what? Don't. You know what? Just shoot for the stars, Kenny. And if you don't get the platinum, you'll get the silver play button, right? Anyways, that's been your boy Unruly. I hope you guys have a great day. Holidays are over, but whenever you watch this, I hope it was good. All right. See you guys later. Peace.